Yeah. What's going on my sports junkies, my four lifers, the diehards, and the sad little people whose team ain't never won a damn thing? But hey, I can relate. Welcome to all my listeners, whether you're watching on YouTube or tuning in audio only. This is another episode of Break the Huddle podcast. I'm your humble host, Don Deuce. And we keep it real around here. No media spins, no sugarcoating, just straight up honest talk about what everyone in the stands is thinking. But don't worry, we start with sports and we end with sports. Either way, we break it all down here. So grab your jersey, settle in, and let's break the huddle.
Who's got my back? Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got that swerve? I got that swerve.
All right, my guys, what's going on? First, I want to welcome my brother Ray Dollars.
Yo,
We're going to do our NFL picks this week.
yes sir.
I got my brother Do with us.
Yo.
Hey man, we're gonna get right into it. We got a lot of games. Got an interesting week. I see a couple divisional matchups. I see some rivalries. I see some teams trying to right the ship. It's real interesting. Let's get right into it. Cowboys 3-4 at the Atlanta Falcons 5-3. Opening line. We got Atlanta as a -3 favorite. Dulab, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
So we're talking about a stink, right? I think the stink is really in Dallas right now. It's a very bad stink. It don't matter how good you say Dak may or may not have been in the past. He's not the same. He's not running the same. He doesn't bring that to his game. That's really giving him problems. Staying in the pocket, he's getting sacked. It's just no run game, and they can't stop the run. So that's just a double-edged sword for them. I'm taking Atlanta Falcons like -10.5.
Whoa.
Just because of the stink.
Yeah.
And Kirk O'Banks, you know how he go, man. He's seasoned, and they're gaining a lot of steam. I like what I'm seeing in Atlanta Falcons. They're getting Kyle Pitts involved. Granted, maybe it might have been a fluke because of tight end day, but if they keep doing that, they're going to be a real problem because Mooney, Pitts, and sprinkle Ray McLeod and Bijan. You got a serious problem here.
I like that. Hey, but they have been getting Kyle Pitts involved these past couple weeks.
It does look good.
It's a lot of the Kyle Pitts jokes are slowly going away. You see less and less of them Kyle Pitts jokes on Twitter, man.
Word.
The climate of NFL Twitter is gonna really tell you what a player is doing and what he's not doing. So if you don't see no Kyle Pitts jokes, that's because he's clearing the lines.
Yeah.
He's clearing all the lines for niggas.
I'm guilty.
He's getting solid fantasy points where nobody is complaining every week trying to call him trash. I see some production. That's good enough. He might not be the bust that we all thought he was.
Yeah.
But Ray, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
So I like the Falcons. I do. I like them as a team. I like what they've been doing. The Cowboys, for some reason, even though they're only 3-4, I feel like they should have been 0-7. See, something doesn't seem right.
Oh, they suck.
For a team to get smacked the way they do, it's still relevant, and people still talk about them. So, but my point is, I do like what they did last week against the 49ers. CeeDee Lamb, was it CeeDee Lamb? Yeah, he had a very, very good game. And they look angry. And you don't want to go against an angry team with nothing to lose. They're 3-4, but they still have a chance to make some noise, a late push to get into the playoffs. The Falcons been doing well, so I think they're due for a loss. They can go 5-4, and I think the Cowboys can cover that 3-point spread.
Yeah, I like that. Well, that won't be my pick because give me Atlanta -3 because Atlanta has something to play for, and I don't think it starts this week against Dallas, bro. I'll be honest. Like Dallas, is something about them that just it's fluky. Everything about them is fluky. So whatever you seen last week, it's not the type of shit that's gonna carry over next week. CD just had a good game. Dak just played all right. Mike McCarthy, I don't love him. I like what Atlanta and that coaching staff is doing. Kirk O'Banks. My only thing with Kirk O'Banks is like, come on, bro. Y'all seen the video of Kirk O'Banks pregame, and he's like doing the pregame chant, and he's
He's
hyping
swag
his team
surfing.
up. No, he's not swag surfing.
Because I
This
hate
time
that
he
so
he
bad.
had him doing the chant. He had him doing the chant going, we walk in your trap, take over your trap.
Yeah. We grind, we smack. We fight, no cap. We fight, no cap. We walk in your trap, take over your trap. We walk in your trap, take over your trap. We grind, we smack. We grind, we smack. We fight, no cap. We fight, no cap. We walk in your trap, take over your trap. We walk in your trap, take over your trap. We walk in your trap, take over your trap.
I was like, this is so
Damn.
cringe.
Don't
It's
tell
not,
me that.
bro. It's not the listen. It's okay when like, it's okay when a black player puts his chains on you,
Yeah.
and you know, and they all hype you
Chain
up.
in there.
And then it's another thing to like embrace it, like
Yeah.
you came up with this vibe, like no other black, like look, there are no other chants around the NFL pregame chants that's saying walk in your trap, take over your trap, and this is rap cap. Like what are you
Seems a
talking
little
about?
bit like colonization. I'm not
I
gonna
didn't like
lie. It looks like he's trying to take over the area. I'm not liking
I
it.
didn't like that at all. I'm like,
Looking all
bro, I get
political.
it. You in Atlanta. I know the strip clubs be hitting, bro, but you come on. Don't let that shit get to your head.
Let's
You
remind you where
are
you're from.
Kirk Cousins. Yes, just remember where you're from. And it's okay to be yourself. It's okay. That we
Yeah.
gotta make that a lesson for everybody. It's okay to be yourself. No rap cap.
So is he gonna give the Atlanta fans a win?
Oh yeah. Atlanta is definitely walking in the trap and taking over the trap for sure.
I can't lie. Just because of the chant, you got to drop it to -2.
Minus
yeah.
two.
Oh yeah, I'll
get
take
that.
that. Yo, this is crazy. The
Hmm.
Denver Broncos are 5-3.
And so
The
are the
Denver
Ravens.
Broncos are 5-3 at Baltimore Ravens 5-3. This line is at -9. Ray, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna just go on and say it. I don't think the Ravens can cover that. I don't think they can cover that. They had a very tough look. Granted, they played the Browns and it was a divisional game. And you said something earlier, when it's a divisional game, throw the records away. But I don't know. I think the Broncos have a steady enough defense and they've been shocking people. And I think they come into Baltimore and they cover the spread. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but I can see it being a 26-20 game. It could be a dogfight, and I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I feel you. Dulab, tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel, bro.
I like the Bo Nix mania, but I don't think they're gonna take this one over the Ravens. If they give the ball to Derrick Henry 15 times or more, they're gonna be in great shape. When you get Derrick Henry going, it doesn't matter who's in the secondary. You're gonna have so many weapons you got to worry about. I'm good. I'm just gonna scratch off those drops from Rashad Bateman. It's okay. Every receiver has one of those games, but he has been catching them in the past, so I'm not just gonna mark it off. Um, uh, Browns was a tough one. I'm not gonna let that be the stain to make me choose the Broncos. Even choose the spread. I would just choose money line Ravens personally.
Respect.
But
Listen, I'm it's this one is hard for me, but as of right now, I believe that the Ravens plan to have Deontay Johnson playing in this game this weekend after making that trade for him and adding him to the receiving core. I thought I thought Bateman was actually trending upward in being that big receiver, like that tall go and get it kind of guy. But it's clear as day. It's just sometimes it's just not enough It's not enough for these guys. Lamar needed a little bit more, and the Baltimore Ravens went to go get him. But I'll take. I actually like the Broncos to cover because when I see what I saw what Bo Nix did last week, I know, sure, Bo Nix mania. I love to see it, but the Ravens actually rank 32nd in pass defense.
Hmm,
There's 32 teams in the NFL. The Ravens
that's
rank
interesting.
Yes.
32 in pass defense. And now you're telling me that the rookie who's been heating up these past couple weeks offensively, you're trying to tell me that the Bo Nix can't go in there and maybe throw a couple touchdowns and maybe make it a little bit interesting. I don't think they'll win because the
I'm with
Ravens
you.
just have Super Bowl aspirations. They're just not gonna let this one go. They just let one go in that divisional matchup against the Browns. Come on, man.
That was
Give me
crazy.
I think I do think that the Broncos are going to go in there, and the Broncos have a tough defense. So you mix that with the Ravens' terrible pass defense. Come on, give me the points plus 9.5. I actually think that's an easy one, to be honest with you.
I agree. I agree.
Absolutely.
Back then.
All right, man. Moving on. We got New Orleans versus the Carolina Panthers, 1-7. New Orleans Saints is 2-6. The Saints ain't won a game since week two.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Since week two,
That's crazy.
I once thought the Saints had the best O line in the NFL back in week two.
I once
And
thought they were
this,
going to play at home in February. I thought they was going to stay home.
listen, this game is coming in at a -7.5, with New Orleans being the favorite. Dulab, tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel, bro.
So initially I was saying Carr's gonna come back. He's gonna get everybody going. Yeah, Shaheed is gone, but he could get Kamara going when he's there. He could get Olave going when he's there. And then I see a headline from ESPN: Saints Carr set for return. Says he's no savior. With that attitude, I am not bought in behind that team right now. And the
He
way
said
they've
that?
just been slipping and sliding since those first two wins, I can't get behind them at all. I think they lose this one. I don't even think they cover.
Whoa.
The Saints to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like
Wow.
that. What you saying? What you saying, Ray?
So I think this is Bryce Young's first game back. Is it? Or second game back?
Second game. No, I
Second game?
think it looks like Andy Dalton is back to starting.
Oh, against Derek Carr?
Mm-hmm.
It changes things for me. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the 7.5 is a teaser. I don't. 8 points is a little odd to me. I'm gonna have to go with the Panthers to cover. I don't know if they're gonna win. I honestly don't because the Panthers are not a good team at the end of the day, and I would never put them on the ticket to win anything. But the Saints, it's like we were forced to watch them in all these highlights, and then you lose six in a row. Granted, they've been injured, and I get that, and I respect that, but I don't care. I'm tired of watching this. And now
Right.
you're telling me that he told the media that he's no savior, Derek Carr we're talking about. I'm gonna go with the Panthers to cover that spread.
Respect. Look, man, give me oh news. I got some news. Panthers QB Bryce Young to start versus Saints. But Andy Dalton is practicing and he will be available. But Bryce Young is set to start versus Saints. But either way, I think with the Panthers losing another pass catcher in Deontay Johnson to the Ravens, you're giving Bryce Young less help. I just don't think it matters who the hell is playing for the Saints. They're gonna win. And I'll take I will take the I will take the Saints as at -7.5. I'll take the points because I just don't think Derek Carr's just a little too good to lose to this shitty ass team. I'll be honest.
See, I did not know about Bryce Young, so I'll be taking my pick back.
No, you can't take that. You lock that in. You lock that in, Buster.
Cash out unavailable.
Cash out unavailable is pain.
We got the Washington Commanders versus the New York Giants. We got the Commanders coming in at a -4 favorite. My Giants just had a tough season. Look, I'll start off with this pick because I got to get this shit out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Commanders -4.
Oh,
I don't want. I know I'm a homer, but what I have been watching on television for these past weeks from Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll, like it's just not. It's not good. It's not good, and they have these moments. They have these moments of okay, I see where this is going, but then they just snatch it back. They snatch it back, and then when Andrew Thomas being out for the season, we legit had a top five tackle on the New York Giants, and with him being out, shit is over, bro. I can't give me the L every week. Like I'm sorry, the New York Giants they're not gonna cover in this one because especially with the Commanders coming off a game like last week with the Hail Mary. They're juiced up. First game back for Jaden too. So now he got even more healthier, and now they're gonna get right back on track. I don't see this. I see this looking the same way like the Eagles did the Giants a couple weeks ago. This is not a good football team in my eyes. So give me Washington Commanders -4.
Sheesh.
Ray, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
So I agree with what you're saying about the Giants. Give me an L every week, especially after the game against the Steelers, because I saw an interesting stat. The Giants intentionally put 12 men on the field to force a first down. I think they gave up a touchdown just so they had another chance on offense, and they still didn't do anything with that. So I'm like, if your coaching staff is doing everything they can to give you an opportunity to at least keep the game close, if not steal it, and you don't do anything with that, it's kind of hard to even trust you. And now they're playing at home again, second week in a row. I mean, no, they played in Pittsburgh, but they're going home against a divisional matchup. The Commanders, I feel like if I'm a Commander right now, I don't think anybody can beat me. The Ravens barely beat them. They just won on a Hail Mary. They look good. I'm not making predictions past week 9, but they look good. It's a divisional matchup. I'm sure they're in the locker room like, hey, we just got a good one last week. We on the road against a divisional matchup. We taking this. Like, I'm gonna go with the Commanders to take that game. Points, money line, whatever. They're gonna take that game.
That's a fact. Dula, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
So Washington Commanders, New York Giants, Part 2. My first NFL game was 2 years ago, I think. Washington Commanders versus the Giants. Ended 2020 in a tie. Overtime. Yeah. Not happening again. Washington Commanders are going to run through the Giants. That's all I got to say. I mean, they tricked me with Devin Singletary. Like he's going to be the fill-in for Saquon. And then Tyrone Tracy emerged, and he's okay, but he seems like he came out of that game dinged up. And I mean, you can't just keep putting it on Neighbors. You're gonna concuss the kid again. You're gonna get him hurt. It's no good, man. I hate to see Neighbors rot on the New York Giants, man. Money line, spread,
gang is rotten.
Commanders.
Yeah, he's rotten over there for sure.
That one's pretty easy.
All right, man. We got New England Patriots versus the Tennessee Titans. New England Patriots 2-6, Tennessee Titans 1-6. We got the Patriots as a 3.5 underdog.
Against the Titans?
Against the Titans. How you guys feeling about this? Dude, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
I mean, coming off that win from the Jets, I'm pretty sure Mayo and the rest of the team is feeling real good about it. I don't know if this injury report is pretty hefty. I mean, I'm not sure if this is like Ridley's on there, Pollard is on there, Boyd is on there, Sneed, Sweat, everybody's on there. So they're a little bit dinged up. I'm not really convinced the Titans could get it done.
So you taking the points? You taking what you taking? Money line? You're gonna take the
I'm a
points.
money line kind of guy, man. I'm going with the
feel you.
money line Patriots.
How
I'm
you feeling,
gonna.
Ray?
To be honest, man, I know they played the Jets, the Pats, and they won, but I'm not fucking convinced. First of all, who's playing that quarterback? They keep flip flopping, and then when they put the quarterback in, the other one gets hurt. I don't know what's going on. The Titans do have the number one defense in the league, though, so that's a little scary. But they're the Titans. This is not a good team. I don't know what their records are. I forgot about this team. I forgot to write this one down. But off the strength of the Pats coming off a win where they shouldn't have won, I'm gonna have to go with them straight out money line. But I think they can cover regardless. They might win by 3.5. Honestly,
Hell yeah. Look, give me the Pats plus 3.5. I like the Pats to cover. Jacoby Brissett. Simple put. Jacoby Brissett is better than Will Levis. Jacoby Brissett is better than Mason Rudolph. Don't matter who you put out there, Jacoby Brissett is better than the other guy. And I'll take Jacoby Brissett over any of them, whatever niggas they got on that roster. So, and coming off that Jets win, man, like they got some juice. They got some juice, and Gerard Mayo's been challenging his players these past couple weeks, calling them soft and things like that. They way to answer the bell last week. So I just think they could continue a trend with this matchup. And I could see the Pats getting another dub. That ass. We're gonna go to the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns. All right. Justin Herbert versus famous Jameis. Chargers coming in at -1.5 favorite. Dude, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
I love famous Jameis, man. That's my guy. But I think Justin Herbert, he's starting to heat up. He's kind of shaking off that injury he had. They get JK a little bit more involved this game. I think they'll be in Lad McConkey. He is electric. When the ball gets in his hand, he is very electric.
That boy nice.
And Herbert, he doesn't have to knock off the dust like our Uncle Winston. So I'm going with the Chargers spread, whatever they got on them. Minus, well, what is it? Minus,
I think it's 1.5.
1.5?
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
That's a little low. I think
That's a little low. I ain't gonna lie.
I think
That's
I'm gonna
kind of
go for like
crazy.
the minus 5.5, at least a touchdown.
What you saying, Ray?
See, I personally love the underdogs. I'm a big Jameis Winston fan because every time he's talking to the media, you think he's joking, but he's dead ass.
He's dead ass.
I'm not gonna lie. It's something about that standing at attention, straight face, serious face, eyebrows arch. That just gets me, bro. I'm a fan.
That nigga is so dead ass. It's just I don't even know. I don't be know what to think of it. Like,
bro,
he means
like,
that shit.
He's dead ass. He's dead ass. And look, they got a great win last week against the Ravens. That should not have happened. Like, that's a team you just don't want to lose to. That's not a stain you want on your jacket. And it's something about that new quarterback spell. I'm saying you got somebody new talking to you. And he's one of those quarterbacks, one of those niggas in the locker room is like, you might not pay attention while he's giving a speech, but then he say some shit and you will look up to the side like, he might be spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might motivate a different level of niggas in the locker room. And they're at home this week. So the 1.5 is just too low for me to think that the Chargers, who are a better team, will win that straight out. So I'm going to go with the Browns money line and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling you, cause give me the Browns. Give me the Browns to cover this one at +1.5. It's too low. It's too low to
Too
not
low, bro.
take it. It's too low to not
It's
take it
too
because
low.
You feel like
that
they know
that
something?
They
yeah,
yo,
of course. Look,
something's up, bro.
They
Something's
know
up.
but it's
something.
I don't
but
know
it's
what
a
it
eye,
is.
bro. But it's an eye test. The Cleveland Browns offense operated better with almost damn near anybody other than
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, bro. We gotta keep it a bean. When Joe Flacco was in there, the offense looked a little bit different. Maybe not DTR. DTR is just not good enough. All right, he's just not good enough. But
Mhm.
Jameis Winston comes in and he's throwing for damn near 300. Throwing for 300 yards, and then he beats the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens and hands them another
Wow.
L. A L in a division that they will be competing for with the Steelers. They're
Right.
competing for the
Right.
division with the Steelers. Like at the end of this season, the Baltimore Ravens could end up as a wild card team. Like a lot of people got like don't. So these aren't the
Yeah.
games that you want to. These aren't the games that you want to drop. So I like the momentum that Jameis Winston has created for the Cleveland Browns. I'm not saying that they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but
Hmm.
this is for sure a winnable game with that defense. And if people are playing inspired football right behind Jameis Winston, why not? I'll take
Yeah.
Cleveland +1.5, bro.
But I like that.
Say we got Las Vegas Raiders 2-6 versus the Cincinnati Bengals, uh, and then we got the Bengals -7 favorites. Ray, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
I feel like both these teams are ass. Let's just start off with that. But I feel
Both
like the
ass.
Bengals are they're not in that category of ass, if that makes sense. They don't really belong here. And I'm saying because they have a 3-5 record, Chargers 2-6. They haven't played well. They don't look like they're gelled, but they have the talent on the field.
Yeah, but what kind of ass is that?
What kind of ass is that? I just think it's
I
a
don't know.
a, a lack of coaching. It's a lack of execution. Um, I just feel like there wasn't enough hard work in the off season. It's a lot of things that go into this. Joe
Are they
Burrow is
Jets
still
ass?
playing. They're not Jets ass. They're a little better
Not
than the
Jets
Jets.
ass. Yeah,
They're a
they're
little
not
better
Jets
than they're
ass.
they're winning games. They won one more game, but I just feel like the
That's like still fake
Raiders.
ass. So it's like, what type of
It's
like we gotta
I hear
not
you.
make excuses. We gotta not make excuses. If if you got all these L's on your jacket, bro, you might just have to just put everybody in the ass section.
Ass category.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think I'm going to
Keep
take them
going.
to cover with that 7.5. I think they figure it out for at least a week. You know what I'm saying? You could get good weeks here and there. I think this is the week to get
Respect.
a W.
Respect. What you saying, dude?
I'm not a big Joe Burrow believer, but if we're categorizing the Bengals as ass, of all the teams that are ass, this might be the only ass that has a little bit of shape to it. They got weapons, they got defense, they could get it done. And uh, contrasting to Derek Carr's, oh, I'm not a savior. We got Joe Burrow saying, "Listen, man, we look bad right now, but we win at least the next 7 out of 9 games. We're a playoff team, and we can make that work." I like that energy. That's leader energy. I'm
Trying to
taking
tell you.
Bengals money line.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's a fact. Look, give me Bengals. Give me Bengals money line. I don't know about Bengals points, but you can give me Bengals money line. Uh, because every week you just never know what you'll get from the Raiders. I'll be honest. Because sometimes they can make it interesting, and sometimes they can fall flat on their face. So it's a lot of
Yeah.
up and down. It's been an up and down season for the Raiders, just as much as it's been an up and down season for the Cincinnati Bengals. But just simply because you got Joe Burrow back there, yeah, give me that money line. Ah, do I want to take the points? You know what? I'll take the points. I'll be brave. Give me
Seven and a
Cincinnati
half.
-7. And yeah,
Oh, 7. Oh shit! I have 7.5.
No, that's 7.5. It's like how it is. We're gonna
Yeah, I'm
do
always hitting those
all
halves. I
right.
ain't gonna lie.
Our last game out of the 1 o'clock window, we got the Miami Dolphins 2-5 versus the Buffalo Bills. AFC matchup. The Miami coming off a tough loss last
Mhm.
week, and
By a
but
point.
the Buffalo Bills have been rolling. With this game coming in at a -6 favorites for the Buffalo Bills, dude, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
I don't know if Calais Campbell's enough to stop Ray Davis, James Cook, Ty Johnson, Josh Allen, and if they're not running the ball, they're getting it to Keon Coleman, who's heating up,
He
Dalton
sure is.
Kincaid, and Cooper, who is a sleeper. He had that explosive debut game. He was a little quiet last game. They didn't really
Hmm.
need him last game. That's okay. But listen, man, Tua, no Tua, I don't care.
Hawk Tua.
That's actually what the Bills are going to do to the
Yeah.
Dolphins, especially with this rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
They
straight
gonna
Bills money
spit on
line.
that thing.
Yo, son.
They gonna
Oh
spit
my
on that
God.
thing. Let's go. What you
So
saying, Ray?
the last time these two teams faced each other, they had Hatua throwing up gang signs again. Got his ass out of here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh
right.
God.
He had.
It's been a month.
Oh
It's been a
yeah,
month.
yeah.
He got his ass out of here. And before they got his ass out of here, he looked terrible. And he had his brain cells from what it looked like. I don't think this is going to be close. The Bills is home this time. It's getting a little colder, I guess. New York City weather is a little wacky. Um, I don't think the Dolphins figure it out. They lost a tough one, which they should have won going into this week. They're going to keep losing, and this one might be just as bad as the first visit. It's divisional. I think they're just there to fill in the gap. Like they got to figure it out in the offseason. I think the Bills win by a lot.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Look, I just because it's the divisional matchups, I always try to give some grace,
Hmm.
and maybe the second week being back that might have helped Tua, but I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills, man. They got it rolling. Why would I don't see them dropping? I don't see them dropping a game like this.
Hmm.
The Miami Dolphins are just too vulnerable for me to even. I think that Tua will have a better game than what he showed last week against Arizona, but at the end of the day, I'll take the Buffalo Bills. They got the better defense, and um, they got the better offense because they got the better quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Can Oh, what am I trying to do?
But
They have me in the gulag with neighbors.
Yo, son, I'm like, wait, it's a little bit too much space over there.
hell yeah, because I'm reading off my phone and now I look up, bro, gone.
Oh
I
my
was like,
But
okay,
yeah,
God,
only host can see me.
Dodgers.
but give me Buffalo and the points at -6. I think it'll be interesting for about 3.5 quarters, and Buffalo will just run away with it.
I like that.
I thought you were
I
gonna
think
say three and a
interesting.
half minutes. That also would
Oh
sound
nah
Well,
accurate.
nah nah nah.
I don't know if it's gonna be that bad, but 3.5 quarters does sound pretty accurate. I think it'll be
Mhm.
a little
Oh,
competitive.
this line is pretty interesting. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars 2-6 at Philadelphia Eagles 5-2. The Eagles are -7.5 on the spread.
Mm.
Ray, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
See, this is like the third 7.5 spread. I don't like that number. Nonetheless, though, the Jags are what the Jags are. Ass. They do have Brian Thomas. I do like him. I'm not gonna lie, but the Eagles have quietly been taking care of business. Like they're not making headlines like they usually do. I'm still not convinced that Jalen Hurts is the answer, but he has a good team. Um, they're at home right now. I want to say they cover the spread, but I'm gonna just go straight money line.
Hmm. Okay. What you saying, dude?
See, I'm a Packers fan, and seeing what they did last week, I'm not gonna say it put them on notice, but I don't think I want to sleep on them at all. So, um, this is tough because Jalen Hurts is the answer when you put him half a yard away from the goal line. Touch push every time.
Yeah.
And
Come on, bro.
you got unselfish Saquon Barkley. He doesn't care who's scoring as long as they're winning. He just wants
Come
to
on,
win
man.
after coming out of that bad situation. Devontae Smith is back. AJ Brown is back. We can't sleep on them. I'm not gonna take any spread. I'm just gonna go with the money line.
Bet. Well, I'm gonna be brave for everybody here, and I'm gonna take Philly minus 7.5.
Mm,
Philly's rolling, bro. Like you gotta look at the teams that's rolling, and you gotta just identify the guys that's going in opposite directions of each other. Like Jacksonville
fair.
is trying to get top 5 pick in the NFL draft, and Jalen Hurts is trying to prove to niggas every week that he's still a top 10 quarterback. So everybody's going in different directions. I like what Philly did last week. I don't see why I don't feel like why they should struggle against a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars. So give me the points. Philly 7.5. This shit could get ugly. Like it couldn't get ugly, but Trevor Lawrence he's I still respect him sometimes.
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 Look, we
Yeah.
got oh, this is actually a really this seems like a really good game to me. Chicago Bears at Arizona
Yeah.
Cardinals. The Bears are a +1 dog. Hey,
Mm,
you know that +1 dog. I
mm.
come on, dude. Tell me how
Oh
you feel.
man.
Tell me what you think.
That loss to the Commanders, I know that left a terrible stain in their mouth.
Hell yeah.
They want to get that back, but they won't. So they're gonna look to the Cardinals and they're gonna try to beat the crap out of them. Will Kyler Murray and the Cardinals let him do it? Not too sure. I mean, if they get Marvin Harrison, he gets involved here and there, right? He gets involved, they do good.
Yeah.
When they don't get him the ball and James Conner doesn't, chop down the field, it's tough to say that they might be able to win this. I might take the Bears minus 2.5.
Mm.
Ooh,
Alternate spread.
okay, okay. What about you, Ray?
I'm gonna go with the Cards 1.5. And look, I know the Bears had a very tough loss, but I'm gonna go quarterback for quarterback. I like Kyler Murray a little bit better than I like Caleb. Um, I don't really have much analysis on this. I just know the Bears had a very tough loss. They don't want to lose again, but I don't think they're gonna beat the Cards this week. The Cards snuck one out against Miami Dolphins last week. Um, I feel like it's low for that reason. Both games are very close, like last play type close. But I'm just gonna go with the Cards, cover that spread.
Yeah. See, with that loss that the Bears took the other day, something about that makes me feel like a loss like that is like one of those losses that it doesn't make you want to bounce back. It kind of leaves like a stench. It leaves like a losing residue. Like
I
like you
I hear
shouldn't have
you.
lost. You shouldn't have lost that game, and I feel like this is the loss that'll have them trickling down
Yep,
into
I
more
agree.
L's.
I agree.
While Arizona coming off, you got Kyler Murray. I'm not gonna say he's a proven QB, but at this point, veteran QB, you got to be afraid every time he takes the field. He got Marvin Harrison going last week. He got Trey McBride going last week. Uh, Give me Arizona -1. I think this one will be easy, but I do think
Hmm.
Caleb Williams will have a good game though.
Oh, for sure, he's gonna show out. He's not a scrub. I just don't think they got it.
Hell yeah! Look, we got Los Angeles Rams 3-4 divisional matchup at Seattle Seahawks. And then we got the Rams coming in at -1.5. This is one of the interesting games of the week. Dulab, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
I don't know if the Bills were that good last week or the Seahawks were just that bad. Tripping over dirt, tripping over air, high snaps. Maybe it was the weather. I
Yeah.
mean, it was raining. Uh, it's difficult for me to say. I did not like what I saw from Seattle last week at all. Not enough involvement from Kenneth Walker. DK was out. I'm not sure if he's coming back yet. They got Smith and Jigba involved, but not enough to get past the Bills. And I know that L is going to weigh heavy on them unless Geno gets right. I like the Rams. I like what they're doing. If you get them in the red zone, Kyron will take you
Hmm.
to the promised land. They got Puka back. They got Cooper back. I'll take the
Hmm.
Rams money line.
Yeah. What you saying, Ray?
I like the Rams. They got their weapons back. I'm a little confused as to why the spread is only 1.5. The Seahawks did not look good at all. But they're one of those teams where it's like they're hot and cold. You really never know what you're gonna expect from them. They win games that you're like, why did they win that? How did they win that? And then they lose games in the same fashion. But Geno Smith still has a cannon when you let him cook, he could be a decent quarterback. But the Rams got their firepower back. I'm gonna take they shouldn't be 3-4 because of the injuries, of course, but I'll just take them for the points.
Hell yeah. Look, give me give me the Rams -1.5. The Seahawks are 4-4 for a reason. They can't be trusted,
Hmm.
and that's my major issue with them. It's what are we gonna get this week? Are
Yeah.
we gonna get are we gonna get the competitive Geno? Are we gonna get the Geno fighting for his life Geno? Are we gonna get are we getting the run around with your head cut off Geno? Like I don't know what we're gonna get. I don't know what type of DK we're gonna get week by week. Like DK he'll drop some balls, and they keep feeding him. And sometimes there's some games that I just don't think he shows up enough.
Hmm.
And just for that, I'll take the Rams because I see is the Rams getting healthier by the week. These games are getting closer. Look, give me Matt Stafford, give me Puka, give me Cooper Cup. I'll take the points if at low as -1.5. I think Sean McVay is the better coach anyway.
That I agree.
Let's see. We got the Detroit Lions 6-1. Woo! This is
Mm,
this is
this is a
heavy.
game.
Detroit Lions 6-1 versus the Green Bay Packers. Ooh, I gotta get some analysis from the Cheesehead. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Look,
Take the floor.
look, the Lions coming in at -3.5 on this game. How you feeling about this one, dude?
I mean, I don't know, man. My heart is telling me no.
Wait,
Don't
hold
go
on,
with the.
hold on, hold on. Pause, pause, pause. You gotta say this one with your heart, man. No analysis. Tell me how you feel about this game, bro.
We're
This
rivals,
is this
man. It always
this
gets
a heavy
chippy.
one.
It's always nasty with these guys. But if we get Love back, we'll be good to go. I'm taking the Packers. If we have Willis, I like Willis. We win with Willis, but he's not enough to get past the behemoth that the Lions are right now. With all their weapons, the defense. I don't know where I heard that they had a bad defense. They're rolling, and I'm scared for Malik Willis if he's the starting quarterback. If Love is under center, give me money line Packers. Go Pack, go baby.
Respect. Tell me how you feeling, Ray.
The Lions opened up a huge can of whoop ass last week. I didn't really get to watch the game, but I saw 7 touchdowns. I'm like, oh, all right. This is what we're doing. We're having fun. So I don't know if they're gonna have the same amount of fun this week because the Packers are not scrubs, right? But their quarterback situation is just rocky. Like Jordan Love is in, and then he's not, and then he's in. I'm not making any predictions past this because that doesn't seem like promising for them. This week, however, is hard to bet against the Lions, so I'm gonna have to just take them 3.5.
Yeah. I might just take the Lions 3.5. I like the Packers,
I do too.
but if I'm being realistic, look, we got some. I got a report. Jordan Love, the Lions game is realistic even with no practice. And bro, to go up against the Detroit Lions, you're gonna have to practice. I Simple as put. And if Malik Willis is out there with the ones, that means they ain't even running the offense. In practice, they running shit for Malik Willis. So now you're telling it just don't feel right. This game don't feel right. I know it'll most likely be close just because I don't see the Packers rolling over, but not the way that the Detroit Lions been playing. It could always with any team, it could always get ugly. Give me Detroit Lions minus 3.5, man. I'll take the points.
Man.
Hell yeah,
Can't
hell yeah.
can't wait till we circle back to this one, man.
Oh yeah, this is some
Can't wait.
great takes.
This is
This is
this is
great
my
takes.
favorite one so far.
Look,
I'm loving
we
it
got
here.
Sunday night football. Indianapolis Colts 4-4 versus the Minnesota Vikings at 5-2. And then we got the Vikings at a minus 5.5 point favorite. Dulab, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think, bro.
I like what they got going on over there with Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, all of them. I mean, they're the only thing that shifted my mind from a money line is Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is, to me, like of all the backups. You seen that Progressive backup commercial? He's the premium line of
Oh
that
yeah.
insurance. He's a great backup, right? So I mean, if they have Dotso Downs, if they have Pittman, JT is back, they could get something done. I think I might take just to be a little risky. I think I might take Indianapolis Colts 10 plus 10.5.
Ooh.
Plus 10.5. Interesting.
Indianapolis Colts plus 10.5. Boy, doubled it. You
Yeah,
ain't
I don't
made
know.
no money. You ain't
Yeah,
made
that was
no
it.
money on.
Wait,
That
what's the odds
wasn't
on that? What's the odds
Fuck
five
on
and
out
a
of
that?
half.
here.
Hold on.
5.5.
Five
You
and a
ain't winning
half.
no
No,
money
no.
on doing
Yeah.
plus 10.5.
What's the odds on the 10.5?
That's like minus
I
six
already
seventy
know
five.
that shit. I already know that shit is
That's like
ass.
a minus like 200,
350. Nah,
210.
350.
I don't
Hell
I
know.
yeah.
I'm a Sam Darnold hater. I ain't gonna lie, but um, he has too good of a team around him. Uh,
That's a fact.
he has too good of a team. Like he can play very average, and he has to make one completion to Justin Jefferson, and he's good. Like he just gets open. He's just one of those receivers that is just doing his job week in and week out. Um, I don't. The 5.5 spread is a little shaky to me. I know it's Sunday night football. Joe Flacco is a veteran quarterback. It might be a good game. But I'm gonna have to take the Vikings to cover that 5.5. They win by 6 on the dot.
Yeah. All right. Give me, give me the Vikings points minus 5.5. I just think Brian Flores is gonna dial up a couple pressures. The thing about Joe Flacco, he has been wheeling and dealing when he's in, but he hasn't necessarily seen a defense like the Minnesota Vikings. And I think with coming off of this loss from Minnesota, Brian Flores is gonna have him going crazy with the stunts. They're going to be mixing up the coverages. So I just think Joe Flacco is going to have a harder time than in his recent weeks. But I do think the Colts, they're a really good team. But with this loss, look, Minnesota seems like they are I keep going back to it. The teams that are chasing something, fighting for something, the Minnesota the Minnesota Vikings, they're serious. They're a serious team. I'll take the points at -5.5 because it dead ass might get ugly. And it might get ugly in the first half.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But for our Monday night football, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers 4-4 going into Kansas City 7-0. That's our last undefeated team in the NFL. We got Kansas City at a -9 favorite.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Dulab, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think.
Man, you know me, big fan of Baker Mayfield. I'm a massive fan of him and the Bucks when they're not playing the Chiefs. I got the script already. I spoke with the refs. No Godwin, no Evans. I'm rolling with the Chiefs, man. They keep finding ways to win. They're not really blowing teams out. Patty's not playing his best football and they're still winning. That's pretty scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
And Pacheco's coming back in a couple weeks. Granted, he's not in this game, but I'm kind of just thinking ahead. Or they're 7-0, and they're missing a couple pieces, and they got D Hop now too. He's just getting warmed up. He didn't really get as involved, but pretty sure week number 2, he'll know the playbook a little bit better, and they'll get him in the end zone. They'll get him the ball a couple times. I'm going with the Chiefs money line. I don't even need to take the points, just money line.
Hell
Hmm.
yeah, hell yeah. Let me see. Who they just play? What was their
The
last
Chiefs?
game?
They played
The
the
Or were they
Raiders.
or were
Niners.
they on a were they on a bye? No, the Buccaneers.
They just
Oh, who
Were they
did
on a
they play?
bye?
I think they played. If
They
I'm not
played.
mistaken, hold on.
Did I write this down? They played.
Oh no, it looks
Because
like they were it looks like they were
They played
on
the
a bye,
Falcons.
yeah.
No, they played the Falcons. I think.
they did
Yeah,
play the Falcons.
they
It
played
was
the Falcons.
32-26, I think, because they didn't cover that spread.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. All
Yeah,
right.
they didn't cover that spread. Them bitch
Oh,
ass niggas.
okay. Look, Baker Mayfield, 37 for 50, 330, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We had we had Cade Otton out there grinding, 9 receptions, 81 yards, 2 tutties. Rashad White. Look, hold on.
Yeah,
You mean to tell me Chris
yeah.
Godwin and Mike Evans is not there and Buddy's still throwing for 300? Come
Son
on.
of, hey,
it's
And you want to
true.
and then you want to tell me that the the Kansas City Chiefs, who what you just said, are not playing well. Pat Mahomes is not playing his best football. You mean to tell me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can't cover
oh, they can
a
cover.
little bitch ass +9?
They
Oh,
can cover.
give me Tampa Bay and the points. I gotta take Tampa
Look,
Bay and the points, yo.
I agree. The Chiefs are terrible against the spread.
Oh
Do your
yeah.
research. They don't cover spreads for shit. I was surprised they beat the Niners by how much they beat the Niners. But I am just so
Oh, that's
tired.
because they got them on speed dial. That
Yeah,
that ain't
that's a
nothing.
little crazy. I just didn't expect that. Like
They
that's
got
like a
them
late
niggas on speed dial, bro.
that's like a late night link, and you just need yours. You just know who you gonna call. Like they gonna come right to your doorstep. But I'm not convinced they're gonna cover the spread again, bro. They're not the team, the Chiefs. That is, they just don't cover the spread. The Buccaneers, yes, they lost their weapons. I'm not gonna say they have zero weapons. They lost their weapons, but like you just said, 330 yards without your two best receivers. That's not something you overlook. They only lost by what 5 points against the divisional matchup. They're not gonna win. I know they're not gonna win.
They're not gonna win.
I'd be surprised if they do. That'd be the weirdest NFL script all year. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's not where the Chiefs lose. I'm sorry,
For
but they're gonna
sure.
cover the spread. I'm taking the Buccaneers to cover the spread. I'll take the points.
Yeah.
I,
I'm
I do have to
definitely
do a little bit more research just on those 300 yards. How much of those came in the garbage time? When
There
Kansas,
was
when
there was no
Atlanta's,
garbage time though.
I don't know. They did it against the Ravens. He wasn't looking good against the Ravens and just turned up in the garbage time.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was the
That's
same
true.
case for the Falcons. Just
That's true.
something to
That's
think
true. That's
about.
true.
That's true. But I don't know. I think Tampa Bay has a respectable. They have a respectable defense. I just don't see. I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see Kansas City run. I mean, Kansas City hasn't really run away with anything other than that
Anybody.
49ers.
Yeah.
Other than that
Yeah.
49ers game. I can't. I don't see why this shit starts today against Baker Mayfield. I don't know. Give me
I
Tampa.
agree.
I like Tampa Bay and them points. But damn, we done covered the whole week, fellas. This has been real,
Absolutely.
man. I appreciate y'all fellas for getting down with me.
Thank you
Uh
for having us.
Sir,
Yes,
look,
sir.
we're gonna keep track of these picks. Hopefully, the people hear this and the people have taken our expertise into
Yes,
their
sir.
parlays and have followed us into the heavens. We're gonna make
Let's
some
get
money
that
this weekend.
cash.
Yeah, we're gonna make some
Do
real
it.
money this weekend, y'all.
Let's do
Look,
it, man. I'm
thank
excited.
y'all. Thank y'all for this episode of Break the Huddle. I got my boy Ray Dollars. I got my boy
Yes,
Do with
sir.
me. Thank y'all. And we out.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
Oh,
Peace.
yeah. Oh, what was
Oh,
that?
Who got my back? Who got my back? Who got my back? Who got that swerve?